with all the wireless chargers and all the wireless charging devices hitting the market literally every week, it feels like there's something new that you should look out for, and sometimes that makes things hard in terms of deciding which product and which charger to get. So today I've got some products from Belkin from their wireless charging range. These guys have been in business since like 1983 or 1984, and they know a thing or two about charging electronics. So if you have any questions about this video, guys, leave them down in the comment section below and let's get into it. Now, I've personally actually never used wireless chargers. I've heard of wireless charging and it's been around for a long time, and I've just never made that, I guess, leap into the wireless charging market. There are lots of different products out there, and to be quite honest with you, a lot of those companies that make wireless charging devices I've never heard of, and that is probably the part that makes me feel a little bit nervous. So when Belkin asked me to check out some of their wireless chargers, I did feel, I guess, a bit of relief because I've heard of Belkin. They've been around for a long time and they've been making products for things like phones and computers, electronics for the consumer and for business for such a long time that I definitely feel like these guys know a thing or two. And also one of them that I'm featuring here today is actually sold on the Apple website. So if you're looking for something that's kind of got the Apple stamp of approval, then maybe one of these chargers are for you. The charger that I'm going to talk about quickly first, this one is from Belkin. It's from their wireless charging range. It's $49.95 here in Australia. It's a 5-watt charger. Now with iPhones, you can only go up to 7.5 watts as the maximum charging, I guess, output. So this one here is 5 watts, which is sort of what you're going to expect from your wall outlet. Now it's not going to do fast charging, obviously, because of that, but I think for the value for $49.95, it's actually pretty good. Out of the box, what you get is pretty straightforward. You get the actual charging dock. Now that's different than most because it actually lets your phone almost stand up vertically, so it sort of leans back on it, and then you've got a little LED light on the side to tell you when your phone's in line with the charging pad, and then it'll start charging. Now it's not just for iPhones, you can use it with Google, Samsung, HTC, anything that is Qi charging compatible, which this one is, and then you've got a little rest at the bottom for your phone to sit on. In the back of it, you've got here a little mini USB cable, which is included in the box. And then that basically just goes down and plugs into your wall outlet, which I think for most of you will probably be beside your bed or maybe at your desk, at your office, or in your study or wherever it might be. One thing I would have probably liked Belkin to have done here is maybe include like a little notch at the back for maybe some cable routing options, but otherwise I think it's a really good product. It's not too heavy, the pad's nice and wide, so even if you've got one of those Plus model phones, you'll be perfectly fine with this. Now, if you're looking for something a little bit more special and maybe wanting to give this as a gift to somebody, this is the product that I'm actually really excited about. I'm excited about everything that I get, but this one I've actually been looking forward to for a long time. So I've been using the Apple Watch with my iPhone 10 on 2 separate cables, and when I travel I have to take 2 outlets, 2 cables and the whole lot. This product here from Belkin is a little bit more on the expensive side, but there are some cool features and I'm about to tell you why. So it's $249.95. It's sold on the Apple website as well. So like I said, you've got that Apple sort of stamp of approval. And what it will do is it will charge your iPhone or, again, any Qi compatible device plus your Apple Watch. And you've also got on here the option for a USB-A, so you can charge something like a battery bank or a tablet or anything that is really a USB-A device. Headphones, AirPods, for example. So I think on the illustration on the box, you can see it's got an iPhone and an Apple Watch. And if you want to, I'll just quickly go ahead and put it on here. It's obviously not plugged in, but when your watch is connected magnetically and it starts charging, it will go into nightstand mode. So really, this is a all-in-one solution for those of you who want something next to your bedside that's going to charge your watch and your phone, and maybe also charge something like your AirPods as well. So then with your iPhone, you can still use the case. You can use the case with either of these products. It doesn't matter. You can use case on or case off, as long as the case is beneath 5mm in thickness. So that's the only sort of disclaimer there. Then at the back, like I said, you can plug in the USB cable here to go ahead and charge whatever you want to charge. Now, the actual power that goes into this as well is included in the box. It's a wall outlet, and so it's basically one charging input to charge all 3 devices all at the same time. Now, one other cool feature that I forgot to mention is the fact that with the phone wireless charging, it's actually going to give you fast charging support. So it's 7.5 watts, which is the maximum charging capacity for your iPhone. So you're going to get probably an accelerated charge compared to the normal 5-watt outlet. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit more special, you can get this in black, you can get this in white. So maybe you can have the black, she can have the white, or you can switch every so often. It doesn't really matter, but I think that this is a really, really cool product. The actual product itself, if you have a look at the box here, they do mention that it supports nightstand mode for the watch, but there was also something else. So it's got a 2-year warranty, and then with all of the, I think Belkin's wireless charging and charging range, they actually include a sort of what's called an equipment warranty guarantee. So if for some reason that your charging device from Belkin damages the equipment, it's going to cover you for potentially up to $2,500 to get that equipment replaced or repaired or whatever it needs to happen. So I think the fact that they're doing that is really saying that they back their products and they back the engineering that goes into them. So let me know what you guys think. If you think these products are cool, if you want me to check out maybe an alternative or a competitor, leave those comments or questions down in the comment section down below. Like this video if you liked it. Get subscribed so you don't miss out on any other future videos that I do. Thank you to Belkin for sending this stuff over, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.